8 cities.
Y'all got syndicated, right?
Yeah, we just got it. And then we also, what we want to do, I want to do it, I'm going to ask you the same questions, but I want to do it where it could play on either show.
Right.
And it won't alienate the other show.
I got you.
All right?
Okay.
All right, cool. 1, 2, we cool?
Yes.
I appreciate you doing this, brother.
1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, nice. That's fun,
Hey,
guys.
hey. So what Hey, yo, right now I'm chilling with Tupac. Bay Area's on right here. What's up, Pac? How you doing, brother?
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
First off, I want to congratulate you on all your success, man, because I kind of watched you evolve. And, and even though, I think most people from the Bay Area, even though we couldn't be there by your side, we kind of felt like every episode you went through in your life that we could only see through the media, we was right there, And brothers got a lot of love for you in the Bay. Want to know when you coming back for a minute.
I'm coming back for sure, and I love the Bay, and everywhere I go and every episode I've been through, I always felt like I was sharing it, the good times and the bad, with the Bay, because they the one. I felt like whatever I am, the Bay Area has something to do with making me. So if I'm bad, then they had something to do with making me. If I'm good, then they had something to do with making me. Between the East Coast, the Bay Area, and LA and Baltimore, those places made me. You know what I mean? Made me who I am and what I am, and made me stand out. And I owe them everything. It's not like saying I got love for one block. I got love for those communities, those areas, because everything about those areas made me who I am. And the people, from the littlest, crackhead, to the biggest ballers, to the teachers, to the principals in school, to the police that pulled me by the arm, everybody, to the mamas on the block, everybody, they helped raise me, and I appreciate it, because without a family, they helped me to put my family back together, just by all my fans making me who I am. Now I got a family again. Yeah. When I started rapping, I was talking about broken homes and shit. Now everybody all right again, you know what I mean? Just because of my fans being behind me, you know what I mean? And making it more than just a fan artist thing, making it more like, that's our homeboy, and we supporting them, and I appreciated that, going to jail and them making me number one. The people made me number one, you know what I mean? And I appreciated that, and I appreciate them sticking up for me when everybody be kicking me when I'm down and everything. That's love, and I never trade that. So for the Bay and Philly and all those areas, man, all those ghettos, all those towns, I love you, and don't let this East Coast, West Coast thing get to you. I love y'all with all my heart, with everything, man. I do this for y'all. Just know that if it was you do the same thing in my position. That's KC. What's poppin', man? Come back here, man. Oh, okay. That's KC, y'all.
Jodeci.
Doing the video for How Do You Want It.
Yeah, we kicking in the trailer with these fools right now, and it's setting off the hook. On a serious note, this is what I want to ask you, man, because it seems like every time you come up, like with each album was something that would set you back, like the incident that happened in Berkeley back in the day with the police, and then the trials you went through with the lady back east, and then the situations you're going now when you getting caught up in the system. Every time you come up, it seems like it's something bringing you back down. When you caught up like that, what is it that goes through your mind when you got millions of fans out there wondering about you?
It hurts me in one way because they be looking at me like, damn, you got everything, why you doing this?
Yeah.
And in my heart, I'd be like, damn, man, y'all know I don't want to go to jail. I'm just trying to live, you know what I mean? And on the other hand, it's like, I can't really take it personal because I'm a reflection of the community, and all young black males are going through that. Young black females, young white males, a lot of minorities, period, is going through that. You know what I mean? Going through trying to come up and then getting pulled back 5 steps, and you make 8 steps and they pull you back 18 steps. So to me, it's not personal because they all going through it. The only thing that makes it different and original with me is that people get to watch it from the beginning to end like a soap opera. You get to watch mine, and with everybody else, they get to hide, and go to their homes and deal with it and get over it. With me, you seen me doing it. You seen me deal with my greatest pains. You seen me get over things and go through things, and you know what I mean, handle my life, and you seen it. Everybody saw it, so that's what makes it different.
Yeah, it's like your whole life is like an open book, and after you got had the incident on the East Coast getting shot and that whole nine, what went through your head? I read a lot of stuff and I hear a lot of stuff on TV, but I've been inclined not to believe everything you read in the paper, and the things you see on TV. What went through your head as you got shot and all, the whole confrontation that you had with the people that you had it with?
I can't front, it slowed me down. What went through my mind was like, damn, I'm shot. You know, I couldn't believe I could ever get touched. You know what I mean? So now that's why I'm more careful and even more, some people might say disrespectful, but I'm more cautious. You know what I mean? Because I have been shot 5 times. You know, I know what it feels like. It's like I'm cautious now. I'm not trying to be in that predicament. I know we all have choices to make, and my choices have already been made, even if I want to change it. What I learned in jail is that I can't change. I can't, you know, live a different lifestyle. This is it. This is the life that they gave me. This is the life that I made. You know how they say you made your bed, now lay in it? I tried to move. I can't move to no other bed. This is it. You know what I mean? Not for the courts, not for the parole board, not for nobody. This is what they gave me. All I'm trying to do is survive and make good out of the dirt, nasty, you know what I mean, unbelievable lifestyle that they gave me. I'm just trying to make something good out of that. Just like if you try to plant something in the concrete, you know what I mean? If it grow and the rose petal got all kind of scratches and marks, you're not gonna say, damn, look at all the scratches and marks on the rose that grew from the concrete. You're gonna be like, damn, a rose grew from the concrete?
Yeah.
Same thing with me, you know what I mean? I grew out all this. Instead of saying, damn, he did this, just be like, damn, he grew out of that? He came out of that? That's what they should see, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what I see, because, you know, brother, you must be truly blessed. You know what I'm saying? You know, to go through all the trials and tribulations you've been through, and still, you know, you still maintaining. You know, and even now, they still coming. You know, you got these demons and obstacles that they just keep coming down harder and harder. You know, I mean, every time you turn around, you got somebody knocking on your door trying to take something from you, right?
Come harder and harder, and that's what kills me. It's like every time I think this is it, and I go all out to beat that, I win. Or I lose, and then I come into the next one. It's worse. It's even worse. Like it's like like the Twilight Zone, because it's like some evil, unstoppable shit that it just won't let me go. It's just got his hands on me, and it just want to see me fail. And in my mind, sometimes when I'm drunk or I'm just laying down, I'll be thinking like, damn, is this true? Will I fail? Am I supposed to fail? I mean, should I just stop trying and give up? But then I'll be like, nah, hold on. That's exactly what they waiting for me to do. Is to just say this is too much. I can't take it and give up. So now it's a fun little game that I cry at sometimes, I laugh at sometimes, I smile, I have good times and bad times, but it's a game. It's this game of life. Do I win or do I lose? I know one day they're gonna shut the game down, but I have to have as much fun and get around the board as many times as I can before it's my turn to leave.
That's for real.
And that's it.
That's for real. We chilling with Tupac right now. We're gonna come back with some more Tupac. We just lounging in this trailer. Me and Allie, you know, at the set. All right, we'll be right back. Oh. Alright. Alright, come on. Alright, man. You know, it's funny, man, when I be looking at because I like to study. I like to watch how brothers evolve, you know, in the shit, because you know how this business is, man. Everything is pretentious. It's just like, you know, everybody get that one opportunity, and this is how who maintains it, and then making it to another opportunity that lasts. I look at the shit you've been through, dude. You know, I sit and think about it.
It's been career-ending shit.
Yeah.
Shit that the next nigga, I mean, I done had problems with the IRS, the police, the
Yeah.
Fed, government, rape. I mean, everything that they end your career. That's how you know somebody's trying to end my career.
Get you.
You know, these are not coincidences.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've been on probation for shit the niggas get turned loose on. You know what I mean? I went to jail for that year, not for rape, but for touching her ass. Sexually, they couldn't even get me on shit, but touching her ass.
And they put you in jail for a year, and I'm sitting there thinking.
And you know, if I go to any club, every bitch in there is grabbing me and touching me. And I went to jail for doing the same thing. And I didn't even do that. I mean, I'm saying in a mix of sex, you gonna touch her. You know what I mean? This was me and her personally. But they took that, and
they blew it out of proportion. And then, you know what fucked it up is how, like, the media and shit. I mean, you look in the papers, they paint you so bad. You know what I'm saying? But the motherfuckers, they know.
Stop fucking.
Not only they know what goes on in this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like with Tyson and all that shit. You know, they know what goes on. You know, you get in these environments like this. You got women around here. You know, what they thinking? You know?
It's a game, dog, because it's a game because what it was that I went out of hand with it, and I just started being outlandish and bragging and shit. And they had to stop. They had to say where to stop. They sent the police after me first to kill me. And it just so happened that I got to get there before they got me. And then instead of that stopping me, it made me into a bigger star. And so they was like, oh, fuck that. We're going to stop this nigga.
We gonna
so right after that, look at the time. Just study it. You say you study 2-3 weeks after that, the rape charge. Because they knew we got to stop it. I mean, you got to keep your head up out. The women love him. The dudes love him. How can we stop him? What can stop this guy? Why don't we just say he raped one of the women that love him so much? And that's what they did.
Man, they just like, you know what I'm saying? And that's big. That's exactly what it is.
Think about it. If I diss this bitch, I mean, you know how the game is in Oakland in the bag. If I diss this bitch, the perfect way for her to get back at me is to say,
he raped me.
Because she can sue me. It's not just hurting me. She can sue me and make millions. It's not just like I'm saying she's jealous, she can make millions if she do it right. If she gets some guys and they all plan it and I do everything I'm supposed to do, she can get millions. And that's exactly what they did. My co-defendants to this day have never been to trial.
Did she make money?
Did she make money? She's got a civil suit. She called her lawyer right after she left my hotel. Before she called the police, she called the civil suit lawyer.
Oh shit, she was on some
lawyer? She called the police. Yes.
Oh my God.
All right, let's come back. All right. You need this? Not really, man. I really want to ask you what was up with Janet. Alright. Hey, we back chilling with Tupac. This man is multimedia. Not only is he a recording artist, he's also an actor. But before we get into the acting, I want to say, how did you first get down with Suge Knight and Death Row?
Suge, I used to always see Suge. When they did the soundtrack for Murder Was the Case, it was when I was going through all those legal problems, and he was like, yo, give me a song, dog. And I was like, yeah, you can get whatever you want, you know, gave him a song. And it was like the most I ever got for a soundtrack. I mean, the most I ever got for a song. It was damn near album budget. I mean, I think I got like something like 200,000 or 150,000 for one song. And the song, they didn't even use it, but I still got paid. You know what I mean? I got paid for everything I did on the soundtrack. And I think I did like 2 songs or something, and I remember when he did it like, yo, it wasn't even like because he was jocking me. He did it because he knew I was having crazy legal problems. And I was a man. He had asked me to come to Death Row, and I was like, I ain't ready. And instead of like taking it personal, he just did that for me. And I appreciated that. So when I'm in jail and I'm sitting there, what made me do the Death Row thing, because I was really going to quit rapping. But then Puffy and Biggie and all of them came out in the vibe, and they lied, and they twisted the facts. And all I wanted to do was end everything. All I wanted to do was end everything and walk away from shit. You know what I mean? Like how Scarface and all them niggas do. I want to get out the game. I'm trying to get out the game. They want to dirty up my memory. They want to dirty up everything I worked for. So it made me come back. Instead of quitting, it made me come back more relentless to destroy my what in fact is my comrades. To destroy what used to be my homeboys, what I worked for, my closest clique. You know what I mean? I worked hard all my life as far as this music business to make it East Coast, West Coast love and make everybody feel comfortable. And I dreamed of the days when I can go to New York and be comfortable and they can come out here and be comfortable. So it's not like when people say, why are you doing this so silly? It's not like it's not silly at all. But you can't disrespect the love. You can't disrespect the peace treaty. That's just like when the Indians made deals with the white dudes and they would just come and rape their women and shoot them up and then leave. No, the Indians ain't gonna love white people no more. They gonna want to kick up some dust until we think about it and renegotiate the terms of the treaty, and that's what I'm talking about.
That's where y'all at right now.
We gotta have this beef and this war and these words and this dialogue until we can renegotiate the terms of the treaty. I love the East Coast. I'm from the East Coast, but they have to understand that you can't just be saying shit about us and think that we're not gonna take it personal. You can't just be calling us fakers and pretenders and non-creative motherfuckers and we can't freestyle and this and that and this and think we just gonna be like, oh, well, that's cool, we love them because they started it. Hell no, we gonna take it personal, just like a kid would when his bigger brother who ain't doing shit is all of a sudden, you know, that's just like the little brother making hella cash and the bigger brother's like, you owe it all to me. That's wrong, you know what I mean? Don't be mad because the little nigga's coming up, you know what I mean?
Now, do you think the East Coast, West Coast rivalry is like both coasts? Or because a lot of people think it's more Bad Boy Death Row.
It is. It's not both coasts. What it is was that the East Coast, the people on the East Coast are real proud, real cultural, and real strong, just like we are on the West Coast. And so what happened was Biggie came at a time, just like what Hitler did with the Jews. Biggie came at a time when they were open to somebody saying, we're the master race, and these guys are nothing, and they're pretenders, and this is why we not making it in the business because of these guys. This is why we not doing nothing because of these guys. So the East Coast really not hating us, really not knowing nothing about us, but just listening to their supposed to be leader. You know, listening to the person that was representing for them. Like, yeah, okay, well, Biggie, you know, he from Brooklyn, woo. You know what I mean? And that's what happened. And so all of a sudden people saying stuff that they didn't even know was what they was doing was like ending our culture when we started. We held it down for y'all. That's how I felt. I was in tears like, what? When y'all was out there on some, when LL was dancing with women in silver suits and niggas was on some other shit, which I'm not mad at because I might do that one day. And I love them niggas, you know what I mean? But I'm saying when you was being creative and wanting to try other boundaries, we was holding it down with this hardcore shit. Yeah. It might not have been what you wanted, but it kept rap alive for years. It kept money coming in. It let them notice us. So how could you look at us now and be like, this ain't good enough? You know what I mean? We the broken home. Y'all ain't teach us this. We ain't come from we ain't got no subways or graffiti. We learned this, I mean, in spite of the gangs, in spite of all of that, we came up with this culture. You know what I mean? So I felt like we never got what we deserved. And I took it personal because I'm from the East Coast and I know about that culture, but I know about this culture because I was here when it was getting put down. So now I'm doing what the East Coast would have did if the West Coast did this to the East Coast. I'm riding for my side. You know what I mean? You wrong. This is not right. Recognize us. And the only way the East Coast gonna recognize us is for us to do it on records, by money, by sales, and by representing it. Just like KRS-One. When PM Dawn got on stage and he had talk shit about him, what did KRS-One do? So why are people telling me I'm wrong for doing what I'm doing? They love KRS-One. He is hip-hop, am I correct?
That's true.
Right, so I'm hip-hop. I'm mad at Biggie, I'm rushing the nigga. What's the problem?
That's real.
If the East Coast separate themselves from Biggie, we'll do shows in the East. Everything is beautiful. But so far, the East Coast has been with every interviews I read, every letter I read. Niggas is like, fuck Tupac, Biggie this, Biggie. Like he's representative of the East Coast. So that's why I attack as though I do, because I'm a general and I'm a smart general. And I'm not going to attack at no blind soldiers. I'm going to attack at those attacking me. Only reason people was mad now is because I came out of jail and made this shit a reality. When I got out of jail, the West Coast, East Coast shit was really started. California love, what I was saying, put it down. And now them niggas is mad because money is fucked up. Attitudes have changed. It's not as safe as it used to be. Niggas gotta think about their business steps, and that's what I wanted to happen. Now let's go to the table. Let's talk. Let's make peace. Let's work it out. Let's get a community the money.
So you saying with a conversation with guys like Puffy, Biggie, and that whole East Coast?
Sit down and conversate with Puffy or Biggie, because that's like Scarface sitting down with the dude he overthrew. You know what I mean? They not on my level, but I can sit down with the OGs from there, which we are doing. People don't even know we not beefing with the East Coast. We starting Death Row East. With Eric B, all the OG niggas out there from the East Coast. We got Kane, Christopher Williams, all these artists. We trying to get Bobby Brown, all these artists. We trying to put the East Coast Death Row just like the West Coast Death Row and make it major. You know what I mean? Right, but we not doing that until we get this business settled. And even while we doing that, we trying to get the Wu-Tang niggas, because I love them niggas. I feel as though they represent the East Coast how we represent the West Coast. And I love them. You know what I mean? So that's what we trying to do. We doing it like if everybody raps is what they really think, then everybody should understand what I'm doing, because it's gangster shit number one, it's war shit number two, and it's all by the rules of the game. You know what I mean? I'm doing shit, I'm calling for dialogue. I'm gathering attention for dialogue, which is what you do in the struggle for power.
That's real, that's real. We still chilling with Tupac. It's intense. I love this, brother. I like this, my man, keeping it real. We're gonna come back with more Tupac right here. I want to ask him, hold up, one more thing on the
Man, that's so profound what you're saying.
But it's real, huh?
It's real. It's so real. I never thought about it.
It's realer than what
so
brothers.
Profound.
They see, people think it's realer than what they think.
People think I just got out of jail and was like, just because I got shot on the East Coast, I'm like, fuck the East Coast.
Yeah.
No, half the rappers from the East Coast was there when I got shot. Nobody knew a thing. That's just like you come into the hood, the police ask them what happened, and everybody's like, I don't know. You know they lying. And all I was doing was like, give me my proper etiquette. If Biggie was out here on the West Coast, he was in the studio with me and we homeboys, and he got shot, no, I wouldn't tell him who did it, but I wouldn't go ride on niggas who did it, but he would want to know who did it. And I'd be like, look, man, these niggas from Watts did it. Boom, this is why they want to talk to you. When. That's how I do it. Just like when the niggas from the 60s wanted to get a trench. I went to them personally and talked to them. I do it by the rules of etiquette. So I got shot. I'm like, yo, what happened? Come see me in jail. Biggie all in the air to my Pac is my homeboy Woon, but not seeing me. My homeboy Stretch is going to Biggie's concerts. Niggas is like abandoning me. But all in the air and on TV, they like, yeah, Pac, rest, you know, keep the struggle on. I was like, yo, I'm starting to turn into like Slick Rick. Niggas is just gonna act like I'm gonna just be in jail and they gonna give me shout outs and try to take my position. And if you watch, that's what Biggie did. Listen to his